From Peninsula TV Studio in San Carlos, SBC Pacific Bell, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Wells Fargo present the Bay Area's hottest game show, Peninsula Quiz Kids. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to Quiz Kids, the show where speed, knowledge, and collaboration are the tools these kids need for the chance to win valuable prizes. We have two terrific teams here today, and they start out with the Mountain View Spartans. And they are being challenged by the Sacred Heart Gators. So let's get started with our play right away with the first round, the collaboration round. Lady and gentlemen, welcome. I have here a series of questions. They're all worth 10 points. They will go, each round will ask a question of each team. You'll have 10 seconds to collaborate. Your captain, James or Dan, will give me the answer you think is correct. If you get it right, you get the points. If not, the other team will have 5 seconds to collaborate and possibly steal those points. We'll continue until you hear the buzzer that signals the end of the round. Everyone understand? Good luck to both teams, and our first question goes to Mountain View. His allegation that more than 200 communists were working in the U.S. State Department sparked a nationwide fear that ruined the careers of many innocent people. Name this Wisconsin senator finally censured in 1953.
Okay, McCarthy.
Joseph McCarthy is right for 10 points. One of my favorite books. Name the preacher and father of Pearl in Hawthorne's novel, The Scarlet Letter.
Okay, so the preacher is Dimmesdale, right? Dimmesdale, and what's the mother's name? Hester.
Yeah.
Hester.
Yeah.
So it's Hester Prynne.
Yeah.
So it's Hester Prynne and Dimmesdale.
Well, what do you want me to do, Judge? He threw that in there. I'm going to give it to him. The preacher, yeah, Arthur Dimmesdale is right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hester only helped.
Okay,
Right.
I'm sorry. I miss.
Yes, you did. That's all right. Next question. Though it is self-pollinating, a 2002 study shows it will grow more Arabica beans if pollinated by bees. Name this plant grown by some 100 million people worldwide and sold at Starbucks.
Coffee bean?
Yeah, coffee is right. And if you hadn't gotten that, Agnes, Camille, Floyd, and Hugo were all so deadly that those names are no longer used to identify what type of tropical storm.
Hurricane. Hurricane.
A hurricane is correct. During 2002, a judge ruled its ads could no longer say it's not habit-forming after hundreds of patients complained about the zaps they felt when they quit taking it. Name this best-selling antidepressant. James.
Ginkgo?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal Sacred Heart.
Is it Prozac? Prozac?
Yeah, try.
Prozac?
No, Paxil.
Ah.
But the next question is yours. For more than 100 years, the Savoy Hotel in London was home to the D'Oyly Carte Opera Company, created specifically to perform the works of what British duet, whose musicals include Yeoman of the Guard, HMS Pinafore, and The Mikado.
Okay. Okay.
Probably not.
Okay. Oscar and Hammerstein?
No, I'm afraid that's wrong. You can steal. James?
Okay. Gilbert and Sullivan?
Gilbert and Sullivan is right. The only reason I giggled is because Oscar and Hammerstein are the same guy. But that's all. That's the only reason.
Well,
Next question goes to Mountain View. His visits to America have surprised him by the heat and humidity. Name this Chinese star who must get used to the heat and humidity of Houston, Texas, after being the first pick in the 2002 NBA draft. Do you have an answer?
Hozo.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
What? Yao Ming. Yao Ming.
Yao Ming is right. You stole it. And you get the next question. After his hanging for murder and piracy, his body was left hanging at the mouth of the Thames to serve as a warning. Name this 18th century ship captain whose true story in a 2002 book says he was really a pirate hunter and not a Blackbeard-like villain.
Blackbeard?
No, but a good guess, no. But you can steal it, Mountain View.
Teach.
Oh, we're looking for Captain Kidd. And you get the next question. Chicago was called Hog Butcher for the World and City of the Big Shoulders by what American poet who also wrote a 6-volume biography of Abraham Lincoln?
Walt Whitman.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Frederick Douglass.
Don't say that.
Michael Andrews.
No, Carl Sandburg.
Okay.
But the next question is yours. What is the intersection of the two sets 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
Just 6, isn't it? Sure. Yep, 6. 6?
6 is right for 10 points. And that signals the end of the first round, and we show Sacred Hearts in the slight lead at 40 to Mountain View's 30 points. Let's take a moment and meet the Spartans. James Lee, captain and face-off challenger in just a few minutes. You are a science whiz. What science courses are you taking right now during your junior year?
I'm taking biology AP and physics.
Okay, 2 courses, pretty
Right.
tough. And you're doing some exciting work at Stanford in conjunction with AP Bio, aren't you?
It's part of the class that we have to do a research paper and also experiments. And right now I'm working on tumor hypoxia, which is a cancer topic.
Wow, that's very interesting. And in your spare time, I understand you do some singing.
Yeah, I sing for our school's magical choir.
The magical choir, well, why don't you sing a magical for us right now, all the parts right now. Thank you, go. No, okay, then don't. Well, good luck to you. Henry Friedland. Henry, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. You're also a junior. I understand that you were freshman president and sophomore president at Mountain View High. Is that right?
Yeah.
But you're not president no more.
No more.
Why not?
I wanted to get involved in some other things.
Some other things like what?
I'm pretty involved in my music department at my school, and also I do a lot of stuff outside of school with my youth group.
Oh, and what's the youth group?
USY, United Synagogue Youth.
And you're on the executive board there. So what kind of decisions do you have to make or things do you discuss as part of that board?
We do a lot of just planning for events and when we can get together and all that kind of stuff.
And I understand you play the saxophone in the music department, and you do some jamming at clubs sometimes, some jazz?
Yeah, I like to play the saxophone. I try to do it whenever I can, so.
Good, good. Very nice. Good luck to you. Kristen Parker. Kristen Parker, Henry is a music student, but you are a qualified music teacher.
Okay. Yes, I do teach piano.
You teach piano, but it isn't just a matter of like, hi, I play the piano. You have to be good enough to be able to qualify to actually teach, right?
Well, I was involved in it's the Certificate of Merit program through MTAC, Music Teachers Association of California. So I certified the advanced level for that, and that gives me kind of the opportunity to teach.
So what do you find are the biggest challenges of being a teacher?
Being a teacher, It's really hard to know how much you should push your students, how much you should help them improve, and then when do you pass it off and give them fresh material and make it exciting. It's hard to make it exciting and discipline at the same time.
How many times they have to practice that one piece one more time before they move on to the next?
Right.
Good problems we all face as teachers. Well, good luck to all of you. Let's give a big hand to your coach, George St. Clair. Well, here are the Sacred Heart Gators, and let me just tell you, Captain Dan Brady, for 3 years, you were on the other side of the camera at Quiz Kids. You were like a production assistant, working side by side, plugging these people in, and now here you are plugged in yourself.
That's what I did. And Brad, I wanted to correct you. It's Dan and Brady. I do that with all names. I say the first name. And
Like Oscar and Hammerstein.
Brad.
I didn't realize that was a family tradition. I apologize.
It's something I do. I'm sorry I crossed it over here.
You do so many things that you almost have to win so we can discuss all of them at different things. I guess that's what you're shooting for. But one of the things you do, which I particularly love because I do it myself, is you're into drama.
I am.
You're the fine arts representative on the student council.
And that just means that I am like the link between the fine arts department and the students, and I don't really,
So that's nothing. It's just a name.
Well, actually, I do a few things, which is more than usual. Like I recently converted a room to a student art gallery, which hadn't been that before, so that was.
Oh, well, good for you. Good. So you're doing some good stuff. Well, welcome as a contestant. Let's see how you do in front of the camera. Chris Wheat, you've been playing for at least 2 years on this team, and you just get taller and taller. That's the rudest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But you
I don't want to emasculate you any further, so
I
I'm just going to be
appreciate
quiet.
it. Yeah, it doesn't take much. But you, I would say basketball, of course, but no, you may play basketball, but you're more interested in the obscure sports.
Right, exactly. And in that tradition, this year we've established a croquet club at my school, which is cool because this is the first time that we've actually gotten some support for it. Because, for example, when we had the cricket club, there were 2 members. And this year we actually have people who are interested in showing up and playing croquet.
Well, it's such an elegant sport, and you can dress nicely too. I'm sure the people at Sacred Heart appreciate it.
And people are really into carrying the big mallet around because it's good.
Of course, it all gets down to teenage violence.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Well, good luck to you with your cricket club and croquet. Right. Back to croquet. And you're a senior. You want to go to Stanford. Anything you want to say to the people at Stanford as they think of you for early admittance? No? Okay. Scott Norton.
Yes.
Scott Norton, you have a Kiss Me, I'm Greek button. Of course, you're not Greek.
Not really.
And an I Love Los Altos button, but you do love
I do love Los Altos,
Right.
yes.
Why do you love Los Altos?
I don't know. It can't be really expressed in words. It's more something I feel from the heart.
Oh, my God. There's a word for this, and I can't say it on the air. You are a member of the improv team.
Yep. Me and Dan.
Me and Dan. Not a member of the Grammar Club, but of the improv team. And you also are in the school play with Dan.
Yes.
Dan, who's usually been behind the scenes directing and producing. You're both actors. And what's the play that's coming up?
It's an adaptation of 12 Angry Men.
It's called?
12 Angry.
12 Angry. They don't even have a noun in this silly play.
Right.
All right. And you are playing juror number?
3.
And what are you, Dan?
Number 1.
Number 1. You're the foreman.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. And when does that play go up?
January 16th.
Yeah.
January 16th. Well, we're going to be up and before there, so everyone should check out 12 Angry at Sacred Heart. And you should all check out and say thanks to your coach, Mr. Kevin Morris. And in this holiday season, I want to give thanks to our judge, Miss Cece Cronin. So we'll be back with the second round in a minute. Why don't you kick back and watch this video about Mountain View High School.
Mountain View High School is committed to creating a community of learners with the knowledge, skills, and values necessary to combine personal success with meaningful contributions to our multicultural and global society. From advanced placement classes open to any student who wants the challenge, to award-winning music programs in which over half of all students take part, Mountain View High School is a vital and vibrant collaboration. The students, their parents, and the staff work together to create a friendly and productive learning environment. The Mountain View High School Spartans take pride in rigorous academics, exciting sports teams, a culturally diverse student body, and a rich variety of student organizations. Most of all, we are proud of the work we do and the community we have built together.
James and Chris have joined me up here so that we can play the face-off round. Chris, you're standing in my light. I can't see. No, just stoop a little bit. There you go. I have science questions for you, James. I have math questions for you, Chris. Is that right?
Yes.
So you're going to show off your skills in a series of 10-point questions that I'll ask one after the other. If you get it right, you get the points. If not, so what? We'll keep going until we hear the buzzer sound and the end of the round, okay? Shake hands, gentlemen, and good luck to both of you. Here's your first science question, James. Which of the 4 human blood types is often called the universal donor?
O.
O is right. Chris, what is the income tax rate in percent if an income of $40,000 pays $6,000 income tax?
15%.
15% is correct. James, what type of atomic reaction takes place when a large molecule is cracked into smaller molecules?
Fission.
Fission is right. Chris, 2 lines that cross each other in the shape of an X form 2 pairs of what type of angles?
Congruent?
No, we're looking for vertical angles. Vertical angles. Next science question. To the Chinese, it was the chariot of the heavenly emperor. To the Germans, it's a wagon. To the British, it's a plow. What constellation looks to many Americans like a large ladle?
The Great Dipper? The Big Dipper.
What should I do? I'm sorry, we started with Great Dipper, so we're going to have to take that answer. It is the Big Dipper. All right, your next question. The bell curve, used to grade many high school classes, is named for what great German mathematician?
That's a good German name. Heinrich Bell.
No, no, I'm sorry. Carl Friedrich Gauss. Gauss? You know? Yeah, that guy. Oh, good, you know who I mean.
Yeah.
All right. James, it is found in the compound dolomite, and its hydroxide can serve as an antacid. Name this flammable metal whose hydrous sulfate form is often called Epsom salts.
Magnesium.
That is correct for 10 points. Christopher, how much money is in your pocket if you have 5 quarters, 4 dimes, 3 nickels, and 2 pennies?
$1.82.
That is correct. And that is the end of the round. Let's look at the score. Sacred Heart has 60. It's a tie. Mountain View and Sacred Heart. Good for you, gentlemen. You brought up the score.
You know, Brad, there's actually no money in my pocket.
There's no money in your pocket. I believe that, Chris.
Yeah.
But we are going to have an exciting third round, whether Chris is rich or poor, because we have a tie, and the points are going to be doubled in just a moment. But first, let's watch this video about Sacred Heart High School.
Sacred Heart Preparatory in Atherton is an independent Roman Catholic day school founded in 1898 by the Society of the Sacred Heart.
To me, Sacred Heart is about developing critical thinkers and a love for learning.
And it's about sharing lives and learning together.
And I think it's about celebrating spiritual life and fostering social awareness and service to others.
And discovering our hidden talents within ourselves by exploring outside interests.
It's about developing athletic skills and learning teamwork.
And experiencing life beyond the Bay Area.
I think Sacred Heart education is all about growing roots and spreading wings.
We seek enthusiastic students who can handle a rigorous academic program and contribute to our school community.
Welcome back. Let's turn up the heat as we play the lightning round. Who will break the tie, the kids in the cool t-shirts or 3 angry? I don't know. We'll have to ask the 20-point questions. You have your hands on the buzzers right now. The first person to buzz in gets the chance to answer for your team. If you get the points, you know what I'm saying. If you get the question, you get the points. If you don't get the question, the other team gets 7 seconds to steal. Oh, Dan, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to see you too.
James, you were great in that last round. All right. If I don't finish the question when you buzz in, I won't finish the question. And if you don't get it right, I will finish the question for the other team. This is the worst way I've ever said the rules for the third round. But you all get it? Good. I just can't wait for the holidays. What can I say? Here's the first question. Name either of Thomas Jefferson's vice presidents. Yes, Dan.
James Madison.
No. You can steal.
Monroe.
No. Burr, Aaron Burr, or George Clinton. Next question. What book's early versions include the 1462, the Mentalin, the 36 Line, and the Gutenberg? Yes, Scott.
The Bible?
Yes. 20 points. What geographic device goes by the abbreviation GPS? Yes, Dan.
Global Positioning System.
That is correct. If you get it on tape, you could get it in cash, is the catchphrase of what TV show hosted by Tom Bergeron? Yes, Henry.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
That is right. Sergei Rachmaninoff created a rhapsody on a theme of what legendary Italian violinist? Yep. That is right, Kristen Paganini. What former college football coach brought his fun and gun offense? Yes, Chris.
Steve Spurrier.
Steve Spurrier is right. What man was Prime Minister of Japan during most of World War II? Yes, Scott.
Yamamoto?
Nope. You can steal.
Hirohito?
No, it was Hideki Tojo. Here's your next question. Spell the word Google, defined as one with 100 zeros after it. Yes, Scott.
Google.
Nope, I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Googol.
That is right. You got the 20 points. Next question. In geometry, what term is used to describe a line that crosses 2 or more parallel lines? Yes, Chris.
Transversal.
A transversal. What North Atlantic island nation cut all formal ties with the Crown of Denmark in 1944? Yes, Dan.
Greenland?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Again, you can steal.
Iceland.
Iceland is correct. Next question. What zodiac constellation represents the dates January 20th through February 18th? Yes, Dan.
Aquarius?
Aquarius. I'm a Sagittarius. All right. What Broadway composer wrote No Strings by himself, Pal Joey with Lorenz Hart, and South Pacific with Oscar and Hammerstein? Did you get it? All right. What is it, Dan?
Rogers?
Yes, Richard Rogers. Richard and Rogers, the 4 greatest composers of all time. What baseball great who died in 2002 had his body moved to a cryogenics lab by his son, John Henry? Yes, Chris?
Ted Williams.
Ted Williams is correct. Besides Jimmy Carter, name either of the 2 American presidents who have won the Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, James.
Reagan.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Can you name either one of them?
I gotta go. Are you Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt?
Theodore Roosevelt is right. Woodrow Wilson was the other one. Here we go. What classic of European literature is a 10-day set of stories by people worried about the plague? Yes, Chris?
Canterbury Tales.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
10 Black Days.
No, it's the Decameron by Boccaccio. Yeah, you know that book. Counting the zeroth law, how many laws of thermodynamics are there? Yes, James?
3.
No, I'm sorry, there are not 3.
Well, let's go with 4 or 2.
4, sure.
4.
Yeah, there are 4. Next question. If you call Australia a continent, what is the world's largest island? Yes, Dan?
Greenland?
That is correct. We have a minute to go. Sorry, Henry, we'll move on. Name the chess-playing computer in the movie 2001, A Space... Yes, Henry?
Deep Blue?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. In 2001, A Space Odyssey, what is the computer's name?
HAL.
HAL 9000, yes. What German composer's 8th Symphony in E-flat is nicknamed Symphony of 1,000? Yes, Dan?
Mozart?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Can you steal that?
Okay. Beethoven.
No, it's my dad's favorite composer, Gustav Mahler. Next question. What sport is discussed in Harvey Penick's Little Red Book? Yes, Chris?
Golf.
Golf is correct. What 6-letter word is a type of fruit in English, but the number 15 in Spanish? Yes, James, it's quince or quince. What Caribbean island with a French name saw its Mount Pelée erupt in 1902? Yes, Dan?
The Dominican Republic?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Sorry.
They can hit you later. James?
Jamaica.
Nope, Martinique. And that signals the end of the game. 160 to Mountain View with 300. Sacred Heart wins the game. Mountain View, you all played very well. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great holiday season, great rest of the year. Sacred Heart, Dan Brady will be back. You'll all be back to play again. Folks, San Mateo High School, one of our competitors, is about to begin their annual canned food drive, which is already in the Guinness Book of World Records 3 years running. So if you see them out at the markets, give generously, and give generously to anyone you see who needs it this holiday season. I wish you all the best of holidays, and we'll see you soon on Quiz Kids. Bye-bye.
This year's champions will be winging their way to Europe for an all-expenses-paid adventure to some of the world's most historic sites, courtesy of ACIS. We wish to thank The Chronicle for their continued support of Peninsula Quiz Kids. Mr. Friedman's wardrobe provided courtesy of Sartori of San Carlos. The producers of Peninsula Quiz Kids wish to thank the following: Molly Stone's Markets, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry of Burlingame, Target, The Tea Party, Jamba Juice, Klutz Publishing, Century Theaters, Silver Terrace Nursery, AEIS, Ronald Bland, Samtrans, and the San Mateo County Office of Education.